here's why I'm blown away by FIFA and its own market. We have people who care about and make a living off of business.
Right.
Like business news, the stock market, who watch the ticker hour by hour, minute by minute from stock market opening to close in whatever market you are, in the Chinese market, in the London market or the English market, and wherever it is, American.
Arbitrage.
Arbitrage. What's arbitrage?
Arbitrage is when you're like when you're watching it second by second and the thing should be the same value in the whole world, but it changes like this. And you take advantage of that before it catches back up in a different market.
So you buy, it's like not day, it's like they call it. There's a
day traders commit arbitrage, and it's sketchy. It's harder to do now, but when there was a bigger lag technologically, anyways, people do that.
Yes,
and don't
be like it went up,
yeah,
it went down. Yeah, now everything's too much in real time. It's so quick that it's insane.
But there's people who watch that stuff.
There's people. So my point being is, there's people that watch this stuff, and now I realize, and that's an important thing. So in general, we should be teaching FIFA stock market, the FIFA market, to the kids in school. Because I actually believe that if you were to take, now some people will be so uninterested in this, right? Because they don't like video games, they don't like soccer, right? But maybe there is a class for it. You could literally teach and educate the youth and have them more interested in some regard in understanding the FIFA market and comparing it in a way to the stock market. Now, what am I getting at here is that every so often, as I'm reading up on this, every so often, there is a team of the season that is made. And in FIFA Ultimate Team, you unpack cards of players, and the goal is to collect enough cards that are good enough players to use your team, and then you actually go and play and compete against other people's Ultimate Teams. And there's legendary, there's like a Pele, right?
Right.
You have a 99 rated Pele, then you can unpack a Ronaldo. Some of the most popular videos on YouTube for a while were unpacking videos.
Right.
Where people watch the video, like the cards being unpacked, and like in real time they'll be like, a Ronaldo, and they run around screaming, punching the wall, like unbelievably exciting moment. Now, there's a market because you can use the coins you get, or you could buy coins with real money, and you can go buy players to make your team better. So I need to give you a perspective of how much a certain player costs. This is the Reddit element. It's number 16, and it describes Lionel Messi and what he'd be worth, how much it would realistically cost if you wanted to unpack him. And what they get to is that he estimates it would take approximately $300 American worth of packs, also 1.3 million coins.
Okay.
So $300 million worth of packs to unpack a Messi. So $300 American.
So you would have to buy the cards.
Well, what you do,
or you would just pay someone $300.
You could also, well, not necessarily pay someone $300. You pay FIFA $300. You pay the game. It's like an in-app purchase.
Gotcha.
And not just the Messi, when a team of the season or a team of the year gets announced, it's the same players that already exist, but they're a little bit updated, a little bit boosted.
Yeah.
So like a team of the year Messi is better than just beginning of the season Messi.
Gotcha.
And he'll be more expensive. But what happens is those team of the seasons come out, and it makes all the other versions of those cards drop in value.
Yes.
And they call it a stock market crash. And I'm going, there are people in this world who know exactly how the FIFA market can crash and affect the FIFA economy globally, and they probably couldn't tell you how the American stock market crashed in 1930.
And they're gonna short the shit out of a beginning of the season Messi.
Right, that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm saying is like, I'm hoping there are smart people out there who are going, my God, we can make a ton of FIFA coins.
Yeah.
And sell them, but then there's also like, now you can buy coins through FIFA, which a lot of people don't do, like the actual game. You can also illegally go and buy coins off third-party sellers.
Right.
So to put it into perspective, this is a $60 game that can end up costing you, if you want to put into it, hundreds and hundreds of actual dollars.
Right, and that's one of those things that a lot of folks out there, when they hear about this, will think to themselves, that's ridiculous. I'm just gonna go buy the game, play the base version of it, but then they get into it more and more. And you say to yourself, I mean, but this is the same kind of thing. It's actually a more valuable version of baseball cards. Baseball cards are literally just a piece of cardboard that, because of who it represents and when you bought it, gain an insane amount of value.
Yes.
This at least you can play and enjoy.
I'm in the camp of I hate in-app, in-game purchases.
Yeah.
I think it's ruined part of video game. I think Destiny is like the worst thing ever created because of, if you want to play more of this game, we only gave you, when you bought this for $60,
Right.
we only gave you 25% of the game.
Right.
So for 30 more, you can get more. Like, I hate that. And that's why I have such appreciation for games like BioShock, Bloodborne, Dark Souls.
And I love those. And I get it, because they put a lot of money in development. It's much more risky to develop a video game, and it's much more money to develop a video game than it is to, say, make a movie. So when those, it's something like 10 times more.
Teams are the same, it's like even bigger. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's difficult, and you have a smaller window for making money off of it. And so that's the kind of risk, and so they do build into it. Like, you just have to drive through Los Angeles, and you drive by Riot Games, who has this enormous campus.
Riot Game.
Riot Game?
Riot Game. They have one game. They have League of Legends.
They have League of
One
Legends,
game.
and it's all based on
Riot
something that you can download for free right now.
Love League of
And then you're like, oh my God, I'll never pay for anything around this ever. But
Wrong.
you're like, ugh, I'm really
Have you
close.
played League of Legends?
Yeah, I did the
Big
voiceover.
fan. What?
I did the voices for the beta version of that game.
Do they still your voice? What
No.
voice? What champions did you do?
The
remember?
plant guy.
Okay.
I have a whole list of them, but we just did the voices because they were testing the game.
Yeah.
And we all snuck into this one like voiceover booth, and I got paid a hot pocket because my friend
That's awesome.
runs it. So it's like,
That's awesome.
they're like, come on, and it was
That's like Gina Grad is the voice of somebody on Street Fighter 4.
yeah,
Yeah. That's cool.
that's crazy. But yeah, so
that.
that comes, and then I remember that because we were all sitting. Brandon was like in a small apartment developing this game. We're like, why won't you leave? Just go do it.
You know the person who created League of Legends.
And then I was in a Best Buy and I saw a whole wall of cards for it, and I was like, when did this happen?
Now it's like you get paid $500,000 if you win the mid-season.
Oh yeah, I remember we went down because they had it at LA Live.
Yeah.
That was like their first big one, and then they had it in the Galen Center.
Jesus.
And it's just gotten bigger and bigger. They had more people streaming the League of Legends Championship the first year they did it than streamed the Final Four.
Oh, now it's out of control. Now it's like for Dota and League of Legends in like especially places like Japan, China, anywhere really in Asia. It's like it approaches Euro finals numbers. It approaches the Super Bowl. It's like 100 million people streaming because now the percentages have turned. More people watch video games being played than they do play that video game.
Yeah.
Which also I still never could get super into.
But that works for sports. Like I no longer play.
Funny. That's what's so funny about it is I get it. It's not the people who say is esports a sport. Sure, if you think there's a difference, that's fine. But in sports, you watch for the entertainment of the unpredictability of the outcome, and that is what people watch League of Legends for.
Yeah.
And at some point, more people will be watching League of Legends finals than the NBA finals because it's more relatable. They think they could the same as
we have that outsize perception of the world in America because we think people watch the shit out of the NFL, out of the Super Bowl, and more people
cares.
watch like a normal season game of Premier League.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
All right, comment below. FIFA stock market, James Harden, Blake Lively, all playing League of Legends.